Welcome to video 2 of the Business Central Admin Center series. How can we be able to export? As promised, we are going to export the BACPAC file, BACPAC file, the backup file from the database, the Business Central Administration Center, and you go to the database and you click on create database export, and the window that will be generated will be looking like this. And we have the option of changing the file name, and so what is this? So by creating a database export, you confirm that you understand that data, including personal data, may be transmitted to a geography other than the geography that hosts your admin center. So that's like your data might be exported to a different geography.
Hii ni Tech na Msangi ya jishinde.com.
And there is a, what we need to create is a shared access signature. So the URL here, it's a shared access signature URL. That's the URI that we need that will enable, so what does it do? It provides a secure delegated access to the storage account. So Business Central uses the signature to write the PSC file to your storage account. So this shared access signature is the one that we want to use. All right, so what do you need to be able to create a database export? It's easy. This link will be shared, and ideally when you click on this information tab, it opens that particular link. So it's pretty straightforward. And what it is now, I've gone to Azure, I've logged on, and I'm going to storage accounts. I don't want you guys to see what kind of storage accounts I have, because I have quite some storage accounts. You can create a storage group or choose the default storage resource group that is there. If you have several subscriptions, you can choose the subscription. Then we create, this is a storage account for export. So we say, what is the storage account name? So we can call it, it should be all small caps, account yetu. Then the region should be, let's stick to East US. For me, I don't mind the region. Then the primary service is Azure Blob Storage. And then a recommended standard for most scenarios, nothing much there. Then there is now the performance. I'm going for the standard recommended for most scenarios. And then there is now the redundant storage, that is intermediate option with failover capabilities in a secondary region, recommended for backup scenarios. So this is a backup scenario, and we can choose the recommended option. So if you're wondering how I've got here, you can just search for storage accounts in your Azure. You need an Azure subscription to be able to create database exports, or rather the alternative here would be to create a trial account to test it and confirm everything is okay. Storage accounts are not expensive in Azure. They are pretty cheap. So based on your size of data, you can look at the subscription that is available for the Azure Blob storage. As low as 25, I think $25 US. We need to double check in the Azure pricing calculator for up to 1 TB for the Azure storage account. So it's a good resource to use that is pretty cheap, not a very expensive resource in Azure. So we'll review and create here, and once we review and create, we can be able to see the breakdown of how the storage will be done and all that, and then the validation is in progress. Alrighty, let's go. The validation is in progress. The key here is the shared access signature URL. Then most of the settings will be the same. Like you can see, what is the soft delete period, retention period, container retainment period, file share retainment period. Everything is set up the way we should be able to do it. Then let's create it. We are initializing deployment. Let's go. You're not using Copilot. Submitting deployment for resource group, BC admin export. So once we create it, we need to be able to specify a few settings here and then in our resource, and then we'll be able to get the shared access, what is it? Okay, keep forgetting this name. Shared access signature URI, and then once we get the shared access signature URL link, we are able to paste it there and then create an export. Then we'll be able to view it in our container, in our storage accounts. So let's go. So this is our account, and we'll definitely go to the resource. Go to resource after it's created. Real quick, the resource has been created, and on the security and networking, there is a tab of shared access signature. So that's what we need. Basically, the shared access signature. Sometimes Azure is overwhelming with a lot of services. You don't know what to do, what to create. So it's good to always focus on user documentation, and just whatever is needed for you to do is what you need access to. So okay, it's describing here. A shared access signature is a URI that grants restricted access rights to Azure storage resources. You can provide a shared access signature to clients who should not be trusted with your storage account key, but whom you wish to delegate access to certain storage account resources by distributing a shared access signature URL to these clients to grant them access to a resource for a specified period of time. And then you can see there is account level shared access signature that can delegate access to multiple storage accounts. There is blob file, queue, table, and all that. So in the allowed services, it's recommended that you only leave it to blob, and then you allow container and object. This is for the purpose of Business Central. Allow read, write, delete, and create for Business Central. The others are not needed for this particular shared access signature. And then the expiry period should be more than 24 hours. So from now up to, maybe we can add it to maybe the next date to allow it to be more than 24 hours. Then we are using, of course, the region is Nairobi. What else? Then HTTPS only. We only want secure access, and then we generate the shared access storage signature connection string. Then we can copy the URI. So this URI, the blob services, the blob service SaaS URL, that's the one that's needed, and it's the one that we paste it here, and we create our database export, and we leave it now to run behind the scenes. You can close your administration center. You don't need to be worried. So the database export has successfully initiated. The operation may take several minutes to several hours to complete, depending on the size of your database. Once completed, the production export container of account yetu, blah blah blah, will be having that, and then the export will continue even if you navigate away from this page. Even if you close the Business Central Administration Center, this export will still be able to work. So if we go to the container now of account yetu, ideally as at now it doesn't have anything, but there is a production export that has been created at 6:20 p.m. So it is pretty close, and the file, the blob, the BAC dot the backup file will be created here, and we can be able to view that file and download the BAC.pa, the back, how is it pronounced? BAC.psc file. So that's how we are able to create a production export. And in the container here, once you click on this file, you'll be able to see the results after the file has been exported successfully, and you can also be able to show the deleted blob. So that's it for this video. If you have any challenge, before I end the video, remember, for you to be able to have this permission, either you're maintaining this account, the customer's account, as the export permission as a client account, as let me say, as a partner, where you have delegated delegated admin access, or you can export it using the okay, as a global administrator of your tenant. If you are still the global administrator, you're able to export, and you should have the D365 backup stroke restore permission for you to be able to do all these functions in the admin center. So this video is just an overview to show you how easy it is for you to be able to export, and don't be afraid of performing the operation or worried of where to go. But the link is there in the SaaS URI. link, the information icon. When you click on it, it takes you straight to exporting database in the admin center. I will share this particular link on the description for you to be able to easily access it, and just go through it, read it again first, and then understand it, then go execute, and it will be very, very straightforward and easy for you. If you prefer using PowerShell, that's up to you, but that's the procedure. I wish you a good day if you're watching in the morning, and good evening or afternoon depending on the time you're watching. Have a good one. See you in the next video.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so that you don't miss the next one.